Hello and welcome to another episode of CSGO In Depth. Today we're going to be talking about the UMP-45. It's a fairly middle line SMG, considered overpowered. It's not considered overpowered or underpowered, and it is fully automatic, obviously. And it doesn't have very many cool skins, but you can look past that. This actually is a very short episode, as it is a pretty straightforward gun. Nothing too crazy, nothing too out of the ordinary, and there's not a whole lot of, like alternate fire modes or anything like that. It's pretty straightforward, pretty self-explanatory, and I didn't think I'd waste your time with stuff that's self-explanatory. So let's jump into it. Now, the UMP has a magazine capacity of 25 with 100 in reserve, which is actually kind of low for an SMG, like the actual in magazine. You can burn through that pretty fast. It does cost $1,200, and it will give you $600 per kill in competitive and $300 in casual. It used to have a full 250 movement speed back in like the old Counter-Strike, but in CSGO they changed it to 230 250, so you are actually slowed down a bit. Before we talk about damage, let's talk about the damage affecting stats. It fires at 666 RPM. No, I'm not making that up or joking. It does fire at exactly 666 RPM. So moving past that, it has a reload time of 3.5 seconds and is a little bit on the high side for recoil. As it is, it's at a nice 201T. I apologize. It's at a nice 20 out of 26 or 76%, which means you need to be on it when it comes to recoil, right? It is accurate up to 15 meters, but you need to be able to control that recoil at all ranges in order to get the kills you need. So accurate up to 15 meters and has 100 penetration power, but only 65 armor penetration. Now, that means that it's going to go through all the objects, but not only 65% of damage will go through armor. So let's talk about damage now. As usual, I'll split it up into armored and unarmored, and unarmored will go first. Now, if you're attacking an unarmored opponent, you will deal 140 to the head, 35 to the chest and arms, 43 to the stomach/pelvis, and 21 to the legs. Now, the fact that you can, in most cases, 3-shot someone without aiming high at all is crazy, because, the one-shot headshot is normal for, and everyone knows aim high, you give your word, right? But if you can hit the pelvis, it basically takes almost half their health away, which is just awesome in a early round where someone didn't buy armor. Now, if you're attacking an armored opponent, you will deal 90 to the head, 20 to the chest and arms, 22 to the chest and arms, 28 to the stomach/pelvis, and 21 to the legs. Now, that one-shot headshot is gone, and that makes the gun really hard to use in later rounds because, as you know, if you've watched my series, other guns like pistols, for God's sakes, can actually go ahead and one-shot on later rounds, a one-shot headshot on later rounds. That coupled with the price tag is a really weird situation because it is a little bit expensive, but it doesn't really one-shot headshot. So it's a very niche gun if you're using on certain maps. And I guess not very niche, but you have to know how to use this gun. You can't just jump in. You can't just go into a comp game and say I'm going to use the UMP and expect to go 40 and 2 kind of thing, right? It really is truly a middle of the road weapon, and it does take skill. So with that, my name has been Z-Star, and I hope you guys like this shorter video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.